I was 16 when I got pregnant, and I love her, and she's like she's me. I'm Joy Harris, and I'm 18. I thought it was going to be like therapy, and in the system they make you do therapy. I've been in the system since I was like 5, and I aged out at 18, so I didn't want anything to do with therapy. But it actually didn't end up being like that. So what Sarah was to me is like she was an outside source that I can like talk to, and it's like a regular person.
My name is Sarah Gant, and I'm a DREAMR youth specialist. When we first met, she was very quiet, she was very reserved. I could tell that she had some trouble trusting adults. She had been in foster care for a long time, and it wore on her, and you could see that, and you could see some of her grief and the trauma that she's experienced just going through foster care and entering into it young.
I'm Darla Henry. I developed the 357 model out of really a lot of years of working in child welfare, of teaching in schools of social work, in my doctoral work, and so all of that really came together. A lot of their experience was about losses, and we hadn't identified that for many, many years, because the child welfare program is to keep children safe. However, once children leave their families, they experience a tremendous loss. They experience the loss of everything that has been a part of their life. So when we began to look at stages of grief, we said, now we understand. At the same time, we were talking more about how to help children build relationships. Attachment is about relationships. And so we began to look at who were they attached to, and more importantly, who might be attached to them.
So the DREAMR youth specialists are the ones that implement the 357 model and go out and meet with the youth once a week to practice the model. The model really gives us a structure of things to look for, questions to ask, or activities to do, which is great, because activities are very helpful to start somewhere, and then really it's just a doorway to open up the conversation. We make it a point to build a rapport and get to know them and relate to them on their level before we just come in and talk to them about maybe difficulties that they have or challenges that they face.
There are 3 tasks, and those tasks are clarification, integration, actualization. Easy way to remember that is the CIA, and those 3 tasks frame the work that we do. The first task is clarification, and the clarification activities are around how do I understand the events of my life? What happened to me? The integration looks at all the people in their lives and helps them understand who their attachments are strongest with. And then actualization would be that they're actually able to see themselves as a member of a specific family. So the 5 conceptual questions support the work of the 3 tasks. So the 5 conceptual questions came out of that, thinking about what is the kids in care wondering about? What are they thinking about every day? And again, they're conceptual questions. They're not really direct questions, but they get to the issues that we are always working with young people. The 7 skills are, I think it's the core in many ways of the engagement strategies. If you have these skills, or you can develop these skills, that you can more successfully engage young people, you can engage adults, you can engage anyone in grieving losses and rebuilding relationships.
I have friends I could talk to and stuff, but it's like there's some friends I never told I was in the system, but Sarah was there for like every aspect of it, and I could just talk to her normally without feeling pressured or anything. So that's the part I like about it. Like the youth specialist was probably the biggest part about it for me.
Workers who are using the model will describe something called the magic, and that they've used that phrase, the magic happens, about the 4th or 5th session. After the young persons realize they're being listened to, they're being affirmed, that their behavior is understood in relation to feelings around the pain of loss, is that they get it. And they get very excited about doing the work. They look forward to seeing their workers. They want to do activities because now they're getting answers. They're getting answers for all these questions that they've had about why they have to live in care, why they can't go home, why families have done what families have done.
She doesn't seem like the same girl that I met, a year ago. And she just is she's a lot more trusting of people and open. She's got, just this openness about her that she did not have a year ago.
It gave me the encouragement and the stability I needed at the time to keep looking forward. Having someone there just to talk, it's made a difference.